My name is Lisa Tornatore, and I'm the Director of Sustainability at Boston University. Boston University is one of the most dynamic research universities in the world. BU is home to over 35,000 students and over 10,000 employees. Our mission is, of course, education, research, and scholarship, and our students are empowered to develop new and innovative ways of thinking and solutions to the world's most challenging problems. Beyond our stated mission, BU is committed to meeting the goals set forth by the City of Boston and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts on climate action, and we've set our own robust targets to act on climate as well. Our climate action plan, adopted by the Board of Trustees in 2017, outlines a path to carbon neutrality by 2040. Boston University has committed to begin an electric fleet vehicle pilot program by the end of fiscal year 2022. To start that work, BU completed a study with a third party to determine fleet vehicles with EV alternatives that are on the market today. As departments request or replace new vehicles, electric models will be given first priority. Mass DEP's Workplace Charging Incentive Program has played a crucial role in our continued expansion of EV charging facilities. With the increased popularity of EVs, our campus community is taking full advantage of the infrastructure as it expands on our campuses. We are excited to be a part of the transition toward an electric vehicle future. We envision a world in which sustainable transportation options, including electric cars, trucks, bikes, and buses, are the obvious choice, not technology requiring advocacy. BU researchers and students will contribute to the industry and culture shift as our campus operation follows suit. Boston University is proud to be an active participant in Mass Evolves and support a clean energy future in Massachusetts and beyond.
I'm Heather Hendrickson, Harvard University's Chief Sustainability Officer. In February 2018, Harvard set a new climate goal to eliminate the use of fossil fuels on our campus by 2050 and to achieve fossil fuel neutrality as a bridging strategy by 2026. Harvard University is committed to addressing climate change and sustainable development, both in our research and teaching, as well as on-campus operations. President Larry Bacco established the Presidential Committee on Sustainability 2 years ago to oversee the university's sustainability efforts and recently announced an inaugural Vice Provost for Climate Change and Sustainability. Emissions from Harvard-owned vehicles are included in our climate goal. Making a major step toward this goal, the university recently purchased 4 100% electric buses and invested in electric charging infrastructure for them. The new buses will replace 4 similarly sized biodiesel-powered vehicles, representing more than 30% of Harvard's fleet. Each year, approximately 600,000 students and community members ride Harvard buses across campus. The transition to electric is expected to lower greenhouse gas emissions by more than 220,000 pounds annually and will reduce local air pollution caused by biodiesel buses. This is really important, even though Harvard's overall emissions from our vehicles is only about 1%. And that's because Harvard recognizes that air pollution does not impact all communities equally and is especially hard on minority and low-income communities due to historical inequities. Reducing harmful air pollutants will provide immediate health benefits to local communities at Harvard and those who also use electric vehicles. The project received support from the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection Grant Program, which is funding nearly 100 projects across the Commonwealth to help electrify the transportation sector. In addition, a loan from the Harvard Green Revolving Fund enabled the upfront investment in the charging infrastructure necessary to support the new vehicles. The Green Revolving Fund is a $12 million internal fund that provides upfront capital for projects that reduce Harvard's environmental impact, result in cost savings over time, and drive innovation. It's an exciting area of innovation for us and continued research. The buses will be charged during off-peak overnight hours, which is important because this is when demand for electricity is typically lower and electricity is typically cleaner. We are also excited to work with Harvard researchers and alumni to study how to best optimize the battery development for both cost savings and emission savings. The new 800-volt system architecture allows vehicles to accept high-power DC fast charging. The vehicles can be fully charged in about 3 hours, and the vehicles are made in America by Proterra. We also have 55 electric vehicle charging stations on campus, with several more coming in 2022, We also have an increasing number of smaller electric fleet vehicles, which are on the pathway, as well as our shuttles, to being 100% fossil fuel-free university-wide. Looking to the future, the Harvard Presidential Committee on Sustainability, managed by the Harvard Office for Sustainability, will work with transportation and all of Harvard schools and units to create a plan to achieve our 100% fossil fuel-free goal. By starting with 100% electric buses and investing in charging infrastructure, Harvard is piloting and improving new technologies to scale solutions across our university and beyond. We are especially looking forward to working with Recharge Massachusetts to help others scale these technologies and address climate change, health, and equity efficiently and as quickly as possible.
Northeastern has redefined the global university by expanding co-op and other experiential learning opportunities and creating new educational and research partnerships. We also take pride on the positive impact we have locally on our main Boston campus as an anchor institution. We are enthusiastic partners in the City of Boston's Climate Action Plan and will exceed the plan's goals for carbon reduction. Northeastern has invested significantly in energy reductions in our buildings, removed vehicles from our campus, and encouraged walking, biking, and taking the T by our community. In 2021, Northeastern committed to transitioning our campus fleet to all-electric within the next 5 years. Right now, we have 28 all-electric maintenance and delivery carts that service our campus, and we use an electric Zamboni in Matthews Arena, home of our men's and women's ice hockey team. In partnership with Eversource's Make Ready program, we have tripled our charging stations in our commuter parking garage this past year. Northeastern is also exploring the installation of charging stations in our loading docks and delivery areas to incentivize our business partners to electrify their fleets. This past summer, Northeastern was proud to host an electric vehicle exposition on our Boston campus to demonstrate the progress of electric vehicles. Each of our concerted efforts will collectively lead to a cleaner, healthier, more resilient community for all of us. Thank you.
As one of Princeton Review's green college campuses since 2010, and an award-winning campus for sustainability and green transportation, with 3 LEED gold buildings, a beautiful harbor walk, and an outstanding location on the peninsula, we are constantly looking to adopt green initiatives that work. In 2020, with the help of a grant from the Massachusetts Leading by Example program, UMass Boston proceeded to install a 1,000 kilowatt solar photovoltaic system on the rooftop of our west garage, a 500 kilowatt lithium-ion battery system. I am pleased to announce that the 11 NLX EV charging stations that we installed last year are now available for public use and are quite popular. Since September 2021, we have had 295 sessions charging for over 340 hours. Customers have traveled over 8,500 miles, saving more than 420 gallons of gas by using the energy from our EV charging stations. I am grateful to our community members for their willingness to adopt sustainable transportation options. Finally, in celebration of Campus Sustainability Month in October, we're thrilled to announce our partnership with the MBTA and Wheels, the leading last-mile shared electric mobility platform. Wheels offers electric bikes on the UMass Boston campus, and they have worked with us to increase EV adoption by providing us with a turnkey electric micro-mobility program that creates a safe, affordable, and sustainable option for students, faculty, and staff to get around campus. Looking ahead, we plan on greater EV outreach and educational efforts, like with monthly transportation awareness days, as well as addressing emissions reductions in both our own operations and our suppliers. We are working with the Massachusetts Department of Energy Resources, Leading by Example program, and Department of Environmental Protection to begin exploring opportunities to electrify our fleet. I would like to thank the UMass Boston community members, beacons, as we like to call them, and departments, as well as all participants in Mass Evolves and at large who are adopting strategies for sustainability, working towards climate neutrality, and helping to make our future more sustainable.
We are an independent nonprofit leading the way in ocean research, exploration, and education. WHOI scientists and engineers are tackling some of the most challenging and important problems of our time, from climate change to plastic waste to sustainable food and energy production. We understand what's at stake, in how we are connected to the ocean systems. That's why we need to do whatever we can to decrease the amount of carbon dioxide we put into the atmosphere. Driving and supporting EVs helps us get there. With over 1,000 employees, 2 campuses, and 66 buildings in the small coastal town of Woods Hole, Massachusetts, we'd like to offer our staff innovative transportation options. For years, many of our employees have driven electric vehicles with nowhere to charge. But in 2015, with the financial help of the Mass EVIP program, we installed 4 electric vehicle chargers. Our philosophy has always been, if we build, they will come. And since then, the number of electric vehicle drivers has doubled. And to assist in that expansion, WHOI's Sustainability Task Force and the facilities team will continue to offer EV fairs, test drive events, and informational lunch and learns. We are excited because researchers and staff can align with their mission to understand and protect our most critical resource, the ocean. They simply can park and plug and head into the lab and do their innovative and important work.